Hi folks, we're back at my parents' plot. You guys have been eagerly awaiting this. I had so many comments after the last one. How are your parents doing? Give us an update on the plot. So we're here today and it's mostly good news. They've been super busy, so my dad's got the right idea. He's sitting down at the moment, but we're going to take you on a little tour. So first thing, look at this. You can actually see the slabs. They've basically just done loads and loads of work on the clearance. You can see some of the useful stuff that they've started stacking up there. Is that a door?
No, that's a drawer, yeah.
It's like a...
Well, there's a drawer there, there's a drawer there. It looks like someone's just put their old furniture down.
Yeah.
And just left it down here.
I'm still impressed with those big fence posts. My dad was just telling me about his plans for the Anderson shelter. They've got well stocked with some tools and that kind of thing, and he's quite looking forward to painting this. And if you paint it white inside, it might be a bit brighter, give it a bit more of a lease of life. And the back is kind of coming away, so he needs to get in and do a bit of metal work, a bit of attachment. The not so good news, there's still a lot back here to clear, but what my dad is sat in front of, this just turns out to be, as we feared, just rubbish. Just wood. Yeah, piles and piles of just rotten crap wood. The person before was clearly a hoarder, or at least some hoarding tendencies. There's a bed frame at the back as well. But the rest of the actual plot, our dad keeps finding bricks. He keeps picking up bricks since I got here going, these bloody bricks, so many bricks. And they've been used to weigh down various things, but the plot itself, oh, look at that. Just looking neat and tidy. Dad has been very, very busy with the strimmer. Oh, Mum too. What's that? Slab?
It's another blooming slab. Just add it to the pile.
Yes, indeed. But it's looking really tidy. It's looking really nice. Just lots of strimming, and you can kind of see the bones of it now. You know, you've got a bit of a better idea of what is going on. The spuds, you've not dug any of these up yet, have you?
Not dug any up yet, but by the look of them, some of them are starting to go over, so
yeah,
we'll be digging them up soon and replacing them with peas or something.
Yeah, Dad was saying
crop rotation.
Some peas or some mange too in here. Nice late crop. I think you've still got time for peas. Have you got any seeds?
Yeah, we've got some.
Oh, they're on it. They're on it.
And we've also got some green manure seeds.
Ah, I got some spare if you want any, if you've not got enough.
Oh yeah, spares, always handy.
Green manure is a really good idea for taking over a plot this time of year sort of thing. Are you going to kind of, what's the plan with this middle bit? Beds?
We're not entirely sure. We were going to ask your advice on that, but once the spuds are out of this bed, like I say, we're going to put some peas on there.
Yeah.
We've got a load of strawberries over on the other side. I think we're basically going to dig most of them up and put the green manure there.
Yeah.
And put the strawberries in pots.
Okay.
For now.
Yeah.
Just to see if any of them survive.
I find that with strawberries, they're just kind of, they're often, they just grow in the wrong place, you know? And then it's kind of easier to just pull them all out and keep them alive for a bit and then eventually decide where you want to put them.
Yeah. But we want to keep it as natural as possible.
Yeah.
So that's why we were going to go the green manure sort of side.
I reckon you could go with just sort of, you don't have to necessarily do raised beds, but I reckon continue the kind of cultivation. Either have a central path that runs, keep this path, and then just kind of, because it just looks like they stopped cultivating this, to be honest.
Well, it's so uneven.
Yeah, it's really uneven, like you say.
It'll have to be dug over. Obviously, I can't do that, so Fiona's going to be doing that. So.
I can do a bit of digging,
yeah,
if you need.
Well, that'll help.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. Dig this, dig this. The other option would be maybe this would be quite a nice location for raised beds and going no dig, but then you've got to spend a lot of money on the compost. We haven't really got a ready put this for the viewers, we've not really got a ready source of manure or compost around here. We're quite urban, so it's really hard to get hold of and quite expensive. So I think for something like this, it does make sense to just continue the cultivation from here and dig it over. Put in a bit of manure or whatever we can get our hands on, and then, you know, you've got a nice new growing area.
But there's still all of this lot to clear where they just dumped grass and stuff down here, so this will all have to be bagged up.
Oh yeah, this is just is this you or is this old?
No, this is old.
Yeah, just big compost piles.
Obviously bindweed, that's all got to go,
Yes.
so that'll be going down the dump.
Everyone's favourite. What's in here?
Well,
I did notice this last time.
This one's a water butt,
Ah,
and it's good because it's got all the holes in it, so you can put the lid on and
yeah.
water will still go in there.
I've never seen one of
quite
those. It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge.
And it's right by the hose.
Yeah, and you've got the compost bin which is full up to the top. When that looks like
Like rhubarb leaves.
rhubarb leaves, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, a sudden change of scene. I'm interrupting the allotment tour because after we finished filming, Dad was like, "You've got to show him the chilies. You've got to show him my chilies," because he's really proud. They're getting a bit of work done on the house. It's all very dramatic. So let me show you his chili greenhouse. I've mentioned before that it's my dad's fault that I'm obsessed with chilies, because he gave me a plant one year, and that was it. That was the start of the chili obsession. So he said, "I've got to come and have a look." And I gave him some spare tomatoes as well. Oh my God, look at the aubergine flowers. Whoa.
Yeah, we've got two
Look at this.
aubergines on there as well. If you look. Look.
Oh, they're the, I think they're pinstripe. So they're quite small, these ones. I remember sowing these seeds. My aubergine seeds were a complete mess. So I think they only grow to sort of mini-sized. Oh, look at the chilies though. It's looking good, isn't it? Oh, that variegated one is gorgeous.
Yeah,
Some of them are a lot bigger than mine too. Look at this variegated one. I can't actually remember what this one is. Maybe is it the golden nugget?
let's have a look, see if there's a label on there.
Yeah, golden nugget. I can see the label. That looks like a champion.
Champion, yeah.
Yeah,
So
got a few on there.
there's quite a few.
What size pots are they? Oh, that's in a little one. Mostly 7.5?
Mostly 7.5. I think I might have a couple in some 10s, but 7.5 or smaller.
Yeah, they look good though. Loads of flowering. They're kind of in their flowering stage, so a little bit ahead of mine.
That's my favourite.
What's this one? The Demon Red.
That's the Demon Red.
That's
It's
one
only
of
a small plant,
yeah.
and you only get small chilies on it, but they're lovely hot chilies. Not too hot, but the taste goes away quite quickly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not a habanero.
Doesn't blow your balls off.
No.
Oh, your golden nuggets have actually got fruit. I've not seen that. And they don't look very gold yet, do they? They've started off black. That's really cool. It's looking really good though. Their growth structure is really different from mine. They're very tall peppers. I'm wondering if that's just because they're quite a lot of shade.
Possibly, I don't know. I mean, I just shut the greenhouse at night and
Yeah.
open a door and give them a bit of water now and again.
Yeah, Dad was saying not really feeding or anything like that, just bang them in, see how they do. And normally it's the people that do that, they get the best bloody results, isn't it? the jammy ones. But, oh yeah, the tomatoes. What have you got? That is absolutely loaded.
Well, we planted them in honour of Steve,
Yeah.
green side up. So,
Is that one you did from seed?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember the name of them, but they're Steve's tomatoes.
Steve's tomatoes, very nice. Oh, there's more out here.
And
Yeah.
these are the ones which you gifted to us. Most of them haven't got labels on, so
Yeah.
tell me what they are.
Yeah, these were all, so what I did is I separated a load that I didn't want and didn't think of giving anyone the spares. So I just handed Dad this like pile of spares. So this one is a Brad's of some kind. I'm not really sure what. because it's either an atomic fusion or a grape, I think.
It says Brad's on it, but...
Oh, that one says...
That one says Brad Strawberry.
That's B.
Or B Strawberry.
Which is for black strawberry.
Black Strawberry.
And this may or may not just be a mislabeled Brad's. I'm not really sure. Okay. That one's Tamande. So that's a big beefsteak, red.
That's not doing too bad.
Yeah, that does look good. No idea what this one is. Black chocolate, it says on the label. Oh, yeah. Got a nice one back here.
Yeah, and some there, look.
Yeah. Yeah, black chocolate. That one does look good.
I was far too late to start taking the side shoots out, so I just left them.
Yeah, just leave them do their bushy thing. Still get a good crop, I'm sure. This could be a Crimson Crush, but it looks a little plummy. Not really sure. That's definitely a Brad's. I know that one. That one for sure. You can see as well, it's got these weird leaves. Brad's Atomic sometimes have weird leaves, but they're looking really good.
Yeah, not bad. Oh, I'm quite impressed with them. And if you look around this side, you can see these are the ones Tony's having success with.
Oh yeah, his Buna.
You've got some.
Buna Malata.
Buna Malata, yeah. I like the way he says Mons too myself.
It's all looking really good. Right, shall we go back to the allotment? There's a funky setup with the hose here, where it goes up into this scaffolding pole. I saw it just now, I was like, what? And then it goes over there and eventually connects into the tap. It's actually quite a good idea, I think. This area has been uncovered a lot more now, so you can kind of start to see what was probably here before, where they've got a couple of paths with the weed suppressant membrane. Dad was just having a little look at pulling this up, and it looks like the roots have grown right in, which is always what happens with this stuff if it's left for just a little bit too long. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Look, it's coming up.
Yeah. Another break.
Oh, it's only... I thought it might go back a bit further.
Yeah, it's just one strip, so... I don't know what they tried to do.
It must have just been a little path.
But this stuff is the sort of stuff that breaks up, so I want to bin this basically and get some decent stuff that's not going to...
Yeah, when you've got all the strands, it's just horrible. They go everywhere. Yeah, I don't think it needs weighing down anymore. It's got so much growing in it. That's right. You do the hard work, I'll just do the filming.
There you go, more bricks.
Team effort. Yeah, there's still lots to uncover. But one thing I did just see. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, folks? Parsnip? Little parsnip, maybe, in the bed here. The last bit at the end is a little bit tricky, this kind of raspberry patch. And I'm no expert on raspberry, I mean, I'm no expert on most things, but there's kind of like a patch in the corner there. That looks amazing, really healthy, compared to this stuff on the left, which is just all looking a bit naff, a bit rubbish. I don't know if that's, you know, you get the winter and the summer raspberries. I don't know if it's something to do with that, but yeah, unfortunately, I think this is going to be quite a lot of work to tame. You know, raspberries get quite invasive, so I'll probably have to give my parents a hand with this. And I've kind of recommended sort of sectioning this off. You know, if they want to keep the raspberries, just put in a good line, give yourself a good dividing line. You know, draw a line in the sand and say no raspberries on this side. Anything you see on the other side is taken out with, you know, zero tolerance. And then I reckon if they could cover this, it would take quite a lot of netting. It's a big old structure. Maybe I could get a company to help them out. I don't know, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But if they could cover this, you could have an amazing brassica patch, or, you know, if you covered it with mesh, you could do alliums, no leaf miner. It's quite exciting. They could do some soft fruit as well. It's a bit strange that the raspberries, the soft fruit that gets eaten by the birds, is outside of this scaffolding structure. I guess maybe they could have run it to the fence there, the wire fence, but we'll see. We'll see how it takes shape. There's still a bit more clearance to do. I think it's nice that they're talking about getting some peas in. I always think it's really good, even if you just have one thing when you take on a new plot, just to get that good feeling of starting to grow. Would you say that you're doing little and often, or lots often, or?
We're doing a little and off as often as we can,
Yeah.
obviously.
It looks good though. How long you had it? It's only been
2 weeks. I mean, we've trimmed a couple of times.
Yeah.
We've been down, tried to make plans. We're still in the process of sorting the patio out, so.
It's looking good though.
But yeah, there's still loads to get rid of.
Are you tuckered out from pulling up that matting already?
It doesn't take a lot to make me tired.
I was just talking to Dad, and he was saying that there's been quite a few times already where they've come up and they've just sat and had a cup of tea and a coffee and not got any work done because it's too hot, or they're just tired. Did you say they're just tired? I've kind of added that.
Just far too hot.
Just too hot.
It's 25 degrees and it's humid as well.
Yeah.
You know, by the time we've walked from our house to here, we're sweating.
Yeah.
Tried to do a little bit, but we paced ourselves, so
Yeah.
don't want to overdo it, because then you won't enjoy it.
Exactly. I think they've got the right idea, definitely. 100%. It's just a bit of a long road. It's a marathon, isn't it? Not a sprint.
That's right. I mean,
So-
when we get the patio area done and the Anderson shelter kitted out, you know, so we've got a nice tea and coffee station. As long as we can come sit up here, and then that'll incentivise us.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's looking good. So I hope everyone's enjoyed the little update. I'm really proud. I think you've done a really good job. So thanks, everyone. Hopefully I'll see you again in the next one. And an extra special thank you to my Chili Pepper Tier patrons, Tony, Bill, Pam, Louise, Michael, Mel, Socks in the Garden, Denise and Craig.
Thanks.